All right, we are back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, taking your health to a higher level and trying to fly over these very, very, very cloudy skies in DFW right now. Start off today. This show is going to be a very special show. This is actually for the American Diabetes Association of North Texas Tour de Cure. So you're going to hear all about that on the rest of the show. Before that, we're going to have health in the news and some events and other stuff to talk about outside of that. But the rest of the show, seriously, listen. If you ride a bike, you have a bike, you know somebody that's got a bike, or you own a business, listen in. We need you, okay? Or if you just want to be a volunteer, we need you too. Actually, if you want to volunteer, we really, 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 really need you. And you'll get to hang out with me for a day. Let's start off with ClintFuquay.com, ClintsPrograms.com, PersonalHealthCareReform.com, ClintFuquay.com, all brand new updates on that one. So the 4 Steps to Health, check them out. Big, nice, cool, pushable buttons. Push the buttons, okay? And then, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+. If it's social media, I'm on there someplace. YouTube, Spreaker. Spreaker and SoundCloud for all the old shows. And, yes, I need to get some of the old shows put up there. I know, I'm slacking. HealthLink and IdeaFit for all my background stuff. And then for articles, Men's Fitness, Rocks Digital, Offbeat Business. Seriously, you gotta read the latest one in Offbeat Business, okay? The last one was all about weight training, WAIT, weight training, okay? So we'll play on words, and the new one actually goes on top of that. So anyway, check those out. And then, of course, and Living the Dream magazine, which is coming back very soon. Then, of course, I've got all my health partners, so Human, helping unite mankind in nutrition. Check them out for all your visiting services at your offices. That way you get some really, really, really good goldfish and stuff. MedCall Pro, once again, I'll have them on the show very soon whenever they get their brand new program set up for the individual market. Ultra Labs for all your blood testing needs. Okay, 20 to 80% off lab tests. Phenomenal service in 2,500 locations around the U.S. If you don't want to go to a location, I've got my brand new health partner, Beverly. They do everything at your house. They send you a kit. You do a little pinprick. Right now, we're starting off with food sensitivity, allergy testing, and fertility testing. That's our first 2. Brand new, cool new stuff. 1 drop of blood. It gives you everything. It's phenomenal. And at your own house. You have to go anywhere. It's all private. And we'll have the CEO of that company on here very soon as well. Icon Meals. Because it's summertime, you don't look good. You don't have to do all the cooking yourself because you got stuff to do. So check them out. They're here in DFW, but they ship everywhere across the U.S., okay? Fresh food. They send it out twice a week. They do all the prep for you. If you got food allergy issues, they take care of that, okay? So awesome service. Kinesi, which, of course, I'm wearing Kinesi right now. It's hot out there. This stuff, seriously, I'm in a long-sleeve shirt. And it's going to be like 95 in Dallas today. I won't even notice it's 95 out there, okay? That's how awesome this stuff is. Thrive Market. So you're at the store, you're looking for all the good, healthy stuff. You can't find it other than that one little tiny health food section, okay? They have an entire online store, all the best organic stuff. If you're paleo, if you're vegan, if you're averse to whatever issues, if you have gluten sensitivities, whatever, they have everything already put in certain markets for you on there, okay? So you type in whatever your requirements are. They give you a full listing of all the foods that they have there at Thrive Market. It's awesome service. They even have avocado mayo. That's right, avocado mayo. Cool stuff. And then, of course, IdeaLife. I'll do a whole nother show with IdeaLife probably coming up in August. Talk about how get some cool stuff there. But if you have not taken your health assessment, seriously, I'm telling you right now. And we also cater to the Hispanic market. We have an entire Spanish side to the website and the products as well, okay? Because we're expanding, by the way, south of the border very soon. And of course, ADA North Texas, because they're going to be on the show today. I'm doing a lot of stuff with them all the time. So events coming up on the 25th of June. Tour de Cure. You're going to hear all about that today. PhysioFit, My Health Club. on July 14th, we're doing a full ribbon cutting because they haven't done a ribbon cutting, but we're going to do one now, okay? And then on the 16th, that following Saturday, we're going to do a full 3-year anniversary block party, which means everybody in our area is going to be out there to party. So we want you to come party with us. Check out the club. We'll be doing all kinds of specials. We'll be handing out prizes. We may be giving away some free memberships. We'll have a DJ there. Check out the club. Seriously, for a training environment, it's phenomenal, okay? No meat market stuff. We keep things very strict with our training environment there. With that, let's hop into health in the news because I just got a couple minutes here to do this. So, starting off, Dr. Samadi. Man, seriously, I want you on the show. You're awesome. He discussed the truth of long-term statin use, which leads to brain and muscle degradation and damage. Awesome information there. Always great information from him. But seriously, Sunday mornings, House Call on Fox News Channel. You got to watch this show. Phenomenal, awesome show, okay? Great information presented there from both Dr. Samani and the other doctor that's on there. Sorry, I can't remember his name right now, but he put some great information out too. And this is, of course, all on the Facebook page. Then we have Ben Swan, Truth in Media. Seriously, he's got a 4-part series you have to watch. This is about the pharmaceutical industry and how it influences everything in the U.S. and especially Congress. You must watch this 4-part series. Phenomenal. Ben Swan, big, huge, double thumbs up to you. If I had 3 thumbs, I'd give you 3 thumbs up, man, okay? Awesome stuff. Antibiotics put into all the cow feed. This is why you go grass-fed. Well, it increases cow farts. So if you're worried about, global warming and all that stuff and cows adding to that issue, which they really don't split on the map, but if you're worried about that, go grass-fed. It takes that whole thing out, okay? Because they're not actually it's the burps that are the issues, not really the farts. But anyway, it's gas coming back out. It's not good. They do grass-fed. Guess what? This stuff doesn't happen in much better meat. It's also hormone-free. So there's that. Mediterranean diet has been confirmed. It's the best one out there for weight loss and overall health. Okay? So there you go. With all the studies that go on about what diets to do, moderation is best. Moderation is key. Mediterranean diet. Bam. There you go. Lift aware. You guys see this video. This is silverware actually made for anybody who has tremors and Parkinson's, or anybody that lives in California. Because, they got earthquakes. We got earthquakes here too, but not as many. But awesome stuff. It keeps the forks and spoons level, even if you have tremors. Really cool stuff. And last but not least, since the ADA is here, turmeric and diabetes. If you have diabetes, type 1 or type 2, make sure you have some turmeric going into your body every day, okay? Specifically because it aids with helping out with blood sugar levels, reducing inflammation, and keeping your A1C normalized, okay? Turmeric, awesome, huge. So much study has been done on this spice, literally thousands of studies just on turmeric alone, okay? Because of this. And new bionic pancreas for diabetes, okay? It actually supplies both insulin and glucagon into the system. Literally, it's a pancreas that's outside your body. Awesome stuff, and this is from, specifically, donations raised through the ADA. Okay, so listen in to the show coming up after we take this little commercial break.
Hi, the Kitchen Cafe is located 17370 Preston Road, Suite 415, a block north of McCallum, east side on Preston. We serve great food, Mediterranean tapas, pizza, salmon, pot roast, meatloaf, and a couple of desserts and a couple of great salads and soups. Every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we have different kind of music, from jazz to cabaret. Please join us. The Kitchen Cafe.
I want to thank my mommy for loving me so much,
for taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot,
for leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
All right, we're back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, taking your health to a higher level. And today, Tour de Cure is coming to Dallas. Anyway, so Tour de Cure, this is for the American Diabetes Association, specifically the ADA of North Texas, because, of course, I'm doing some stuff with them here in Dallas and North Texas area. And I've got Beverly Kohrs in the studio with me, the original Kohrs, not the watered-down Kohrs that you know of out of Denver, which you shouldn't be drinking that anyway. And but she's going to help fill us in about the Tour de Cure, what it is, and everything else. And, of course, you all know about the Step Out Walk, which is coming up in November. So we'll have more stuff about that coming up later on. But today is all about the Tour de Cure because it's coming up in like 2 weeks, literally. So, Beverly, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Clint, for having me.
Yeah.
Very excited about the Tour de Cure and want to share all the great information we have about it.
Let's start off with the Tour de Cure. What is it? When did it start? How long has this been going on? And location of it, and we'll start with that, and
Okay.
give everybody some history on this
Awesome.
on this event.
The Tour de Cure is a one-day bicycle ride. It's a fundraiser for the American Diabetes Association, and it is a ride, not a race. So we have routes for every level of cyclist, from beginner, family-friendly, all the way up to the seasoned athlete who wants to push themselves. We have routes that are 1.5 miles, 5, 17, 32, 62, which is the metric century, and the 100-mile route. And we are out at the Texas Motor Speedway. We have a great setup inside the Speedway, and all of our routes begin with a 1.5-mile lap of the NASCAR track.
I was going to ask, do they get to lap the track? So yes.
You actually get to ride on the track. It's a very cool experience. You don't get to go up on the banks to see. We're very safety oriented. Next time you're watching it on TV, you can really appreciate the skill level of the drivers.
Yeah.
So all of our rides begin with that 1.5 mile lap of the track, and from there, as I said, we have other routes you can continue to ride on. Or you can stop right there, and a lot of people do because they want to come out and they want to be a part of something, but they're not an avid cyclist, but they know how to ride their bike and want to be a part of it. So we have a rest stop actually right on pit row as well, so you get to kind of zoom in just like the NASCAR drivers, except for we're not going to be changing your tires or anything for you, but we'll give you some fuel, some food, some drink, so that you can sustain your ride. But the Tour de Cure has been across the country. We're in more than 70 cities, and it has been across the country for 25 years. So this is actually the 25th anniversary of the Tour de Cure, which we're super excited about.
The 25th running of the Tour de Cure.
Exactly, and we've got some great promos going on this year. Every rider will get a 25th anniversary finish line medal, which is very unique. It's very nice. We actually received them in our office the other day, so I'm really excited on Saturday the 25th to be giving those out to everyone who crosses the finish line. So
Very
again,
good.
not a race, but a ride. It's actually our 10th in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
So the 25 is, the first ones that happened across the country, and then other cities got on board. And we are growing rapidly in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. This will be our 10th Tour de Cure, and we have continued to grow every year, both in terms of riders, corporations involved, our sponsorship, and of course our fundraising, which is the goal of the event, to support all the activities and programs of the American Diabetes Association.
I was going to ask you on that. So, of course, this is a fundraiser. It's a ride, not a race. And thank you TMS for being a part of that, because it's an awesome track out there.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
So, how much is normally raised at this event, and specifically, how much was raised last year? And how much what's the goal for this year, and where are you at in that goal so far?
Okay, awesome, Clint. Last year we had 1,280 riders on 92 teams. So we get teams from large corporations, we have small family and friend teams, we have bicycle clubs and organizations that get together and make a team, as well as individuals. You don't have to be on a team to participate. Obviously, it's a lot of fun to come out with your coworkers, your peers, your family, but it's not a requirement, of course. But those 1,280 folks with our sponsorship raised $715,000 last year, And that put us as the number 9 tour across the country. So we're very excited to break into that top 10 with our fundraising. We think we have an outstanding event that happens, and we were just, so excited with the fundraising and sponsorship levels that we were able to secure. And this year the event is coming right up. It's on June 25th. So
2 weeks.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks, Clint.
Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks away. And we have 1,000 riders registered. And we have raised almost $400,000 at this point. A lot of money does come in right before, so we're not too nervous. But we do have a lofty goal this year in that we wanted to raise $1 million. It's a threshold that we've been wanting to cross for a couple of years, and we felt like with the growth and success of the event the last few years, that 2016 could be the year that we cross the $1 million mark. And so that is our goal, and we are still looking for riders and sponsors to get involved with that to help us meet this goal.
So with that, as far as I know, y'all need some more riders this year. Y'all need some more. I believe there's still some sponsors, some sponsor spots open. Of course, volunteers are always needed. I'll be out there too, helping out.
So we have. It takes more than 200 volunteers on the day of the event, which will be June 25th, and we have volunteer slots for all kinds of talent. We have people who help us serve breakfast, help us serve lunch, make snow cones, frozen covered bananas. We have cheerleaders. We have photographers. We have out on our rest stops. We're a very well-supported ride. We have 6 rest stops along the way, which are basically just break points. Riders can choose to get off their bike and stretch their legs, get something to drink and a little snack, use the porta potty if you need to, just to really break up your trip. And we have great volunteers at all of those. We get feedback that we have the best rest stops of all the bike rides in North Texas.
Hey, that's a good one.
We're pretty proud of that, and we have some extra surprises planned this year for our 25th anniversary. So I would encourage people to not only ride but to get off your bike and take about every 10 miles. We have one of those break points. And it's a great chance to just get off your bike, meet other people, thank the volunteers. So, of course, we need volunteers to be there.
Are we saying there's going to be some special volunteers at some of the volunteer spots you might want to meet?
Yeah, I can't give away any secrets, but there might just be. We also actually need volunteers the day before. So if you happen to be available on the Friday, it's a big setup. We have a very large setup operation at the Texas Motor Speedway, because we have team tents and tables and chairs and signage, and specifically we need help on planning the route signage. So that would involve going out in a vehicle with a team and helping us mark the route, put in the route signs, and helping us to set up the rest stops. All of that takes place on Friday.
Yeah, that could be 100 miles of rest stop doing.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of volunteers, and we're fortunate that we do have quite a few people who want to help out and get involved. But you really never can have too many volunteers, and we do have some open slots, so we would definitely welcome not only riders. You could actually volunteer on Friday and then ride on Saturday. Or if you were riding on Saturday, you could bring along a family member or a friend to volunteer while you're riding. I think one of the great things about our ride is when everyone finishes, we have a fantastic finish line festival. And so we offer lunch, live music. We have a kid zone. Our event is very family friendly. So any of the volunteers that come out, as well as spectators, they're welcome to participate in all of those kind of amenities of our ride. So it's not a ride that you just finish and get in your car and go home. People tend to stay around for a few hours, and really because we're celebrating the awesome fundraising and the support we're getting for the American Diabetes Association.
So it's a big party at TMS that just happens to have a bike ride in it.
Well, that's actually what I tell people sometimes. People get worried about what the 100-mile route is going to look like, or some specifics of the ride, which is very important to us, don't get me wrong, but I tell them this is This is a finish line festival celebration that happens to have a bicycle ride beforehand.
Yeah, very good. I know one thing people are going to ask about, because this happens with all nonprofits right now, because of some issues with several nonprofits, as far as the donations, and if we hit this $1 million mark, where's all that money going? Which I know is going to great places. That's why I'm working with the ADA, because I know y'all are very, very much into funding research and education and resources for people. So how about you talk about some of that and some of the specifics about where the money goes and percentages and what else you can give.
The American Diabetes Association is a very credible charity. You can look us up online, and we have great marks on where our money goes and what our overhead is. So you can be rest assured that the money will be used properly, and no one has a crazy vacation home and, offshore. But we're lucky because the Dallas-Fort Worth area is so large that a lot of the money that we raise actually stays here in North Texas, particularly with UT Southwestern. So our research is for both type 1 and type 2 diabetes, as well as gestational diabetes. Mm-hmm. So that's on the research side of it. We also have many outstanding programs where we are educating the community. We have children's programs. We have a Safe at School program to make sure the children who have type 1 diabetes are safe at school, and that someone at their school is educated on diabetes. We also have a school walk program, which is great. It's a great way to go into the schools and teach children about healthy living and active lifestyles. And that usually culminates with a school-wide walk or another activity. Sometimes schools do a scooter walk, or, and the families and the community can totally get involved.
Better than selling candy.
Yes, much better than selling candy. We also go out into the community. We have faith-based programs. We have programs for high-risk African American and Hispanic and senior citizens. And we also are very big into advocacy to make sure that all people with diabetes are not discriminated against. I mentioned the school earlier with the Safe at School program, but also in the workplace, that you cannot be discriminated against if you have diabetes. So,
which is great. Now, I know there's some fantastic summer camps coming up for kids as well.
Exactly.
There's three?
Yeah, we have 3 summer camps. Camp New Horizons North is actually going on this week, and I went over to that yesterday at lunchtime to talk to the parents about getting involved with some of the American Diabetes Association programs. And I have to tell you, it's very touching at lunchtime to see the kids lined up to get their shots or their pump checked, or looking at their levels before they can eat and after they can eat. And, having diabetes it's a lot of work, honestly. Mm-hmm. And I think to see those kids just stand there and do that, I get questions about where the fundraising goes and, why do I have to fundraise to participate in your ride and that type of thing. And honestly, being at the camp yesterday, and that's not why I went there to see that. I went there for something else. But seeing that, it really moved me I know it exists, but to just see, 50 children lined up to get their shot before lunch and after lunch, knowing what they can eat, counting their carbs. It's so critical day in and day out. And that's why our camps are great, because parents know that when their child is at camp for those 8 or 9 hours during the day, it's a day camp, it's not an overnight camp, but that's 40 hours of their week that they get back, because they know that their child is being cared for by a nurse, by diabetes professionals. The children meet other children who are dealing with what they're dealing with. And like I said, I spoke to the parents yesterday, and it was kind of a support group for them as well. They're offered the opportunity to stay on Monday for kind of a ADA university, parent university. And a lot of times those are parents of newly diagnosed children, and they have the opportunity to also network really with each other. And it really is a tremendous support group. So that's Camp New Horizons North, which is this week. Next week is Camp New Horizons South. And then the 3rd week of June is Camp Aurora. So about 300 children will go to those camps right here in North Texas, and it really is an incredible opportunity for them. The counselors and the volunteers are great, so happy to be a part of that, and that we're able to offer that to the children and the families.
Yep, very good. So there you go. That's where the money's going, and tons of preventative.
Lots of
cares,
education.
Lots of education. In fact, if you contact them and say, "Hey, we'd like to have somebody come in and do some diabetes education for us," guess who might be showing up?
Yeah, we do a lot of lunch and learns at companies and all types of outreach programs. Diabetes.org is a tremendous website that has a lot of information, from recipes to what do I do, my doctor told me this, a lot of frequently asked questions. It's a great resource for anybody who has diabetes, either type 1, type 2, or is caring for someone with diabetes. And that's who we talk to a lot. The
that
spouse.
Website is huge.
Yes, it is. And it's pretty well organized.
Yeah.
So diabetes.org is that website.
Yep. Yeah. So everybody check out diabetes.org. Definitely come out. If you're in the North Texas area, come out and be a part of the Tour de Cure this weekend. Or, because I know people listen to this show nationally, if there's a Tour de Cure near you, tell you what, go check that one out and become be a rider volunteer.
You can check the schedule at diabetes.org. One of the tabs is to find a tour or a walk near you. Specifically, if you want to go straight to the Tour de Cure in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you can do the diabetes.org and then /DFW Tour de Cure. And that's our registration site, as well as has a lot of information on it.
Yeah, information heavy. Seriously, if you go check out that website, diabetes.org, seriously, I'm telling you, so much, it will blow your mind how much information and resources they have on there for people, whether you're caring for it or you have diabetes or you just want to figure out what it is. So, yeah, phenomenal, incredible website, tons of resources. And during the holidays, the recipe section, awesome.
That's really good.
Absolutely awesome. So, for everybody out there, how did they get a hold of you, especially if they want to be, because they're still, whenever the show goes out, you're going to have a week if you want to be a sponsor, writer, or volunteer. So how do they get a hold of you? How do they become a part of it?
2 ways. The diabetes.org /DFW Tour de Cure has some tabs on the left side, and that includes the volunteer section. It also has my name, Beverly Kohrs, with my email address and phone number. You can give me a call or shoot me an email. It's bkohrs@diabetes.org. And I'd love to chat with you about getting involved, either as an individual, a company, a family, sponsor, writer, volunteer. We have it all.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for coming on and sharing that with everybody. And, of course, everybody in Dallas, go out there, become a writer, be a volunteer. If you got a company, guess what? Be a sponsor. There's a lot of benefits with being a sponsor, by the way. If you want to know what they are, contact Beverly. She'll tell you all about it.
I'd be glad to tell you.
And because we do have some just fantastic sponsor companies out there.
We do.
And
we're very fortunate.
And there'll be even more coming on. So with that, thanks for coming on. For everybody else out there, check out ClintFuquay.com. Go through the 4 Steps of Health on the homepage there. Tell me what you think of the brand new updates on the website as well, because I'm constantly updating the website. And of course, for everything else, look for hashtag LiveLean2016. That's the main conversation online on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, everything else. So look that up. And otherwise, be out there.
See you on June 25th.
Yeah, be out there on the 25th. Be there for the ride. You'll see me out there someplace, and probably some other special guests that we can't mention here yet. All right. Have a great week, and enjoy this lovely, lovely weather we're having in Dallas with all the rain and weirdness in the weather. So there you go. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.